forth. You can put it up like this. And so the extra cameras and that sort of stuff work just like adding a guest. You'll also notice on the free account,
Oh yeah.
I was able to add a second camera. I could probably add a
Ahora sí que estoy streaming, ¿ves? Porque tengo dos canales. Hacemos transition.
Even on a free account. You can add a presentation, you can have a stored video. So I can upload a video here. This is just a stinger transition that I would generally use in OBS, but you can see I can have up to 3 uploads. Obviously they have to be smaller than 250 for the free account. Delete it right there. I can just add it in right there, and here we go. It just plays the door stinger. It's just a standard video. It'll play it and then it'll remove it, which is pretty nice. You can add this one. It will still play it and remove it just like that. So that's storage video, but I can add a local video from my thing. So this is where I could just add this one right there. And as you can see, it's going to add that video in right here. I can move it around. And then I can even play the stored video like that. So you only have the space limitation when you're storing a video from them in the cloud. So this one, you have the 250 limitation, but with this one, you don't have any. You could go to an RTMP source, so you could bring in a source from somebody else's stream or something like that. And then you have background music where you could choose different background music that you want to play. You could see some of this stuff is available as a part of an upgrade, but some of it isn't, like this chill hop and that sort of stuff. So if it has a little crown, it's a part of a paid tier, but there are a couple in here that are free. You can also mouse over any of these and go ahead and select this. It will maximize each one. Let's go over here, and if we hit the brand folder, you could set up new brands available. So this would be if you have, some of it is 2 or 3 different. Different, you can change it up. Right here is the design, so you can change the logo. You can see I had a paid one on here at
Y el
some
chat,
point,
a ver.
and I was able to put
Test
my
de chat.
custom logo
Estoy en vivo en YouTube, ¿ok?
primary colors,
Chatting,
and we can adjust the
chatting
themes
around.
The theming comes in handy when you have your labels turned on. Right now mine
No
aren't
me sale acá esto, ¿eh?
So you've got overlays that
Porque
you
no
can
estoy
set up
metido en mi
to show
canal, View
different
Channels.
stuff. In your top corners, there are some free ones here, so that's what those look
Tengo que
like.
cambiar
And these are video
de
clips that will run
user.
over top of your videos, that sort of stuff.
Oh,
so you can do
¿cómo se hace esto?
countdowns and everything else at the beginning of the stream. If you want to, you just click on it to show it, click on it to hide it. This is your backgrounds, and they have lots of these that are, able to be changed up. And these are all free, obviously, if I'm using them. So there you go. You could change up the background to whatever you want. And if we remove the cameras, you can kind of get a better look at what those look
Traders,
like. And they have lots of them.
Supervisor.
You can upload your own, but you obviously have to upgrade. This is one that I uploaded way back when. In captions, we can select captions to put on screen.
¡Ah! ¡Estoy en vivo! ¡Estoy en vivo!
Just the social stream stuff down here at the bottom. You can create your own very simply. You just click on them to show them, and then you click on them to hide them. Super awesome captions. I really like it. QR codes. So you can do a QR code for donations, that sort of stuff. It'll show it or hide it right there.
Ahora voy a apagarlo. Entonces, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Entonces, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfecto.
Obviously, this makes the screen a heck of a lot smaller over here when you've got your chat, and so you got to decide whether that's what you want to do or not. But it is nice if you're multi-streaming to be able to show the chat for all of the different streams that you're doing, so people know when you're responding to something, oh, that's happening over on Facebook or whatever. That's always nice. So that's all the stuff that's going on over here. Now, I didn't have this for as an example because I didn't have anyone readily available to add, but they add exactly the same as what you see over here. So
El de Instagram me falta, ¿verdad?
the on and off for them to appear, and you're good to go. You can control the volume of them right here, and you can even mute them by just clicking on here. So you can do that with any of your guests. You can add them to your stream, you can remove them from your stream, and you can move them around just like this. And then you can obviously choose the different layouts and all that sort of stuff. It's really, really simple to add and remove guests. It's just like adding and removing any of the other elements that I already showed you. We can just go up here and go live. It's going to live stream to here. We could set it up to record if we want to. And that is pretty much the basics of it. Let's touch a little bit on the pricing. Here's the pricing structure. And if you go month to month, obviously they're more expensive. The annual is lower. So you see it's $19 a month. But if you go annual, it's 16. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure this out. The numbers are right there. But basically, you can remove the watermark with standard, and you can stream up to 5 channels and store 5 files. You get a lot more storage. It unlocks Facebook pages and groups, which is one thing that people actually complain about being able to stream to quite often. I can't stream to Facebook. Well, you can to your main page, but going to groups and that sort of stuff is difficult. But with Restream, you can easily do it. And then you can record streams up to 6 hours. The standard is really nice. Just removing that watermark is pretty much awesome. The main reason why you might want to go with the professional package
Transition
is
to
$41 a month or $49 if you're going to pay for it monthly. You get to stream to more channels, but the main thing here is that you can stream in full HD. You can store 10 files. You get a bigger video size. You can record longer streams, and you can do looping videos. Once you get into premium, you're storing more videos and that sort of stuff, but really, if you're going to do that, you got to probably be more interested in the team setup so that you can add other people. The other thing that's nice about the premium is, of course, being able to add streams from third parties. And I think that's really cool, but it's also much more advanced. And I just can't see a lot of people using those features unless they own a business and they're really trying to streamline certain activities. So you're probably talking about standard and professional for most of my viewers, and it's just a matter of whether you want to be able to stream in HD or not. Honestly, most people are watching this stuff on a cell phone anyways, so I'm not sure it really matters, but some people just want to stream in HD, and with the professional plan you can. I don't think the prices are unreasonable when you compare them to other streaming services out there like StreamYard and EVMute. The one thing that I like that they did change up in their pricing structure, it used to be that you couldn't remove the watermark until you paid for professional, and I love the fact that they understand that some people just want to remove the watermark and they're willing to pay a low fee to just remove the watermark. So I love the fact that they moved that to the lowest tier. I think it shows that they're actually listening to their users. It offers a lot of really, really cool features, and it's super easy to use. My personal opinion, I really like Restream. It has so many awesome features, and it's really addictive just to move stuff around the screen. I think it's so much fun to use, and I personally recommend it if you're going to use a browser-based live streaming service. I also think it's awesome to multi-stream with Restream, as opposed to trying to do it directly from OBS. You get all of the awesome OBS stuff that you could possibly ever want, because you can configure it however you want, but you don't have to worry about the actual connection speed problem. So it's a really good option if you don't have a great connection for live streaming, but you do want to multi-stream. Are there features of Restream that I didn't show that you think I should have shown? Let me know down in the comments. Also, if you're using a browser-based live streaming tool, which one do you like? Let me know that. I'd really want to know. And if you want to see my breakdown on what StreamYard can do in 2024, check this video out right here. And of course, if you have a question about anything I talked about today, you can join.
No sé si for free. I don't think it's going to be for free, mate.
I just spent a few weeks multi-streaming, and what I learned is most services and tools absolutely suck. Setting them up is annoying, finicky, and painful, but by the end of this video, you won't have to worry. You're going to go from having no idea how to multi-stream to understanding the two main and best ways to start multi-streaming to any platform you want, as well as how to set them up yourself and why you'd pick one or the other. But before we get into all of that, thank you so much to our sponsor, Owned. Owned, your one-stop shop as a stream. Owned Pro's new free scene editor. Restream, for example, and then that service will stream to the platforms you link to it. The pro of this is that you're just encoding and streaming one stream and letting the service handle the rest. This means no added stress on your PC or internet. Another great pro is Restream will combine your platform's chats for you and even give you a browser source to put it on screen for viewers. It looks like ass, but hey, it's better than nothing. Now, the cons though are pretty rough. For starters, services like Restream tend to lock really important features behind paywalls. They tend to be horribly unstable, constantly crashing one or multiple platforms, and when that happens, they don't have any disconnect protection, which means sometimes they start up a whole new stream. That all sounds pretty bad, but worst of all, they lock your stream's quality to the lowest common platform. For example, Twitch's max bitrate you can use is between 6,000 to 8,000, but on YouTube, I could stream as high as 20,000, 30,000. I can do whatever I want, which I actually need to do because 1080p 60 FPS actually looks kind of garbage at 6,000, especially if there is a lot of motion, which a lot of you guys play very motion heavy games. 1080p simply requires a higher bitrate than Twitch can currently provide, which is a problem if you're multi-streaming a relay to Twitch and YouTube. It will lock that YouTube stream to Twitch's standard, making YouTube look far worse. And even worse, it will actually destroy the YouTube VOD quality, essentially eliminating one of the main benefits of multi-streaming to YouTube. Now, we get around this instead by doing the second type of multi-streaming. Direct. Essentially, you'll use a plugin. In today's case, it's ATM to create several streams that go out to different platforms. The major pro here is the ability to customize the settings for each platform. But also, this means you're adding more stress to your PC and internet as you're literally streaming to multiple places. Another con is that the plugin only works with OBS because Streamlabs locked plugin support behind paywalls to force streamers to pay their money and use their terrible services, like their shitty multi-streaming tool, or the fact you have to pay them a ridiculous subscription just to change their bot's name to a custom account name. Everyone else does that for free, Streamlabs. What the fuck? With that difference explained, let's quickly cover setting up a relay like Restream, and then I'll cover ATM as well. There are time codes in the description if you need to skip ahead, of course. First things first, you'll need a Restream account, so head to restream.io and log in. You'll want to head to the homepage and click Stream via RTMP. This means essentially you're streaming from OBS to Restream rather than using their built-in studio. For the love of God, pay them a ridiculous subscription as you're literally streaming to multiple places. Another con is that the plugin only works with OBS because Streamlabs locked plugin support behind paywalls to force streamers to pay their money and use their terrible services, like their shitty multi-streaming tool, or the fact you have to pay them a ridiculous subscription just to change their bot's name to a custom account name. Everyone else does that for free. Streamlabs, what the fuck? With that difference explained, let's quickly cover setting up a relay like Restream, and then I'll cover ATM as well. There are time codes in the description if you need to skip ahead, of course. First things first, you'll need a Restream account, so head to restream.io and log in.
I have one.
You'll want to head to the homepage and click Stream via RTMP.
RTMP, good.
You're streaming from OBS to Restream rather than using their built-in studio.
RTMP protocol, good.
Use their studio. I'll explain why in a second. Once you've selected that, you'll click Add Channel and start adding the platforms that you want to stream to.
Bueno, Facebook.
In this case, YouTube and Twitch. Now, Restream has the limitation of only allowing 2 platforms. And they also say
Two, maximum two.
it's only adding a watermark if you use the built-in studio version that I told you not to. The way they've written this is clearly designed to trick
No apreté el Instagram, ¿no?
to remove the watermark, and that pisses me off. Mostly because it tricked me. That tricked me, yeah. I got me. They made me pay $45 Australian to test this tool. Once you've added the platforms and streams, sometimes Restream will change
Goodbye,
your
Google.
stream title and go live notification to their
Instagram.
default one. I don't know why they do this, so make sure you double check and edit your settings.
Ah, está saliendo.
You'll want
Está saliendo.
to click edit and make sure
Ah, sí que está saliendo. Claro.
don't have one scheduled. I'll link a video in the top of the description that covers all of YouTube streaming and shows you how to set up a scheduled stream.
Tengo que apretar Go Live.
Once your platforms are added, toggled on, and the settings look correct, we need to tell OBS.
Ah, sí.
So, go to OBS, go to settings, stream, and click the drop-down service. Find Restream IO.
Vectix Academy Live.
Connect account button. Now, when you click
All in one.
streaming, it will
Only one streaming.
stream, and Restream will stream You can even click this button right here to
¡Ah, está funcionando!
to go live before the YouTube stream scheduled time, even by a minute or two. Restream would absolutely panic and glitch out and not be able to go to it. So make sure you're going live at the right time, and again, make sure you're capping your stream settings inside OBS through Twitch's recommendations, as it's the lowest quality platform. So with that out of the way, let's talk about direct multi-stream. As I said, today we're doing that with a plugin called ATM, which adds this amazing dock to your OBS and just kind of makes multi-streaming insanely easy. No joke, when I decided to set this tool up, it was about 5-10 minutes before I was supposed to go live, and I installed it, had it all set up, and I went multi-streaming. Nobody knew a difference. Well, that's not true. Everyone knew I was using a new tool because I wasn't crashing every 3 seconds. Thanks, Restream. So, you're going to go to my link in the description and download the plugin for OBS. Once it's downloaded, make sure your OBS is closed and simply run the install that's downloaded. It's incredibly easy. Once that is done installing, open OBS back up and you should have the ATM multi-stream dock. But if you don't, head to the docks at the top, click ATM multi-stream, and it will add the dock. That said, you may also have several vertical docks open, or in that drop-down, you would have noticed several vertical docks that could be added. These are for when you want to stream to TikTok or YouTube Shorts, but we're not going to be covering that till much later in the video in a very specific way, so just close all of those docks for now. Inside the ATM multi-stream dock, however, you should see something called built-in stream. This is your normal stream that is set up through OBS settings. So you'll see my base or core stream is Twitch, because if I go to my settings, click stream, you'll see I'm logged in and connected to Twitch. If you need help with setting up your base stream and all the settings, I'll have a video linked down in the description. But I'll be honest, if you're trying to multi-stream and using a direct plugin, you really should be able to set up and understand all of these settings by yourself by now. With the first stream set up, it's time to add a second stream. We're going to be setting up YouTube today, but you can set up pretty much any platform you want. So on the ATM dock, head to the cogwheel, which pops open the settings for the plugin, and then head to main canvas. This is your normal 16:9 or horizontal canvas. Click add output and select the platform you want to add. I said I'll select YouTube, leave it as primary, but I do need my stream key. To find this, I can either click this link right here on screen, or I can go to my YouTube data dashboard. I'll go to my live section by clicking create in the top right, then clicking go live, and I'll either select the upcoming stream that I've scheduled, or I'll schedule a new stream. If you don't know how to schedule a stream on YouTube or why that's important, again, I linked that video in the description down below. I'm not skipping over parts, it's just the content's already been covered. Once you have one scheduled, click it and make sure you copy your default stream key from this dropdown and paste this into the plugin where it says YouTube stream key. If you have multiple streams live or scheduled, this will offer a lot of other keys, but if you simply pick default, then when you click go live, you'll always go live to your current next scheduled stream, as far as I know. Once that is done, you can technically go live, except there are 2 major problems we need to solve first. Number 1 is that if you try to go live before your scheduled YouTube stream starts, again, YouTube won't let you appear. So make sure you're going live at the time you set. And the second problem, if you go to the main canvas area, you'll see the YouTube output, click advanced settings, and it will say main encoder. This means right now that YouTube stream is just copying the base stream. So in this case, it's the Twitch stream. Now this is where it gets a little confusing. So Jimmy, please pay attention. If you leave this as main encoder, you get the benefits of only having to encode one stream. This means less stress on your PC, but you still have to send the data to multiple platforms. You'll still be sending 6,000 bitrate to Twitch and 6,000 bitrate to YouTube. AKA, you need to be able to handle 12,000 bitrate uploading
It's too much.
and stability and in a stable way. This also means you're not getting the benefit of the plugin by being able to customize the settings for each platform. And it means you need to go live on the base stream before you can go live on the second stream, because again, the second stream is just copying the first. So if you click this drop down and select a different encoder, for example, I use NVENC, which is a special chip on my GPU, suddenly all the streaming settings can be changed. So again, YouTube has no real cap, so I can set this to 15,000 bitrate, change the rest of it as I see fit.